up, but it looks like you're already awake. Now, we talk about slow cooker recipes all the time, especially this time of year. It's getting a little cold. But have we ever showed you a slow cooker dessert? No, we haven't. So today we're going to do that with Ricardo. Give him a big round of applause. Get in here. What are you waiting for? How you been?
Very well, very well.
It's been a long time, but I almost feel like it's good because there's been a build-up to this amazing recipe you're going to make for us today.
I was creating this book.
I love it. Okay, so this all comes from this book, which is all your slow cooker favorites,
And
right?
you said it, this is a book that normally we would use around, you know, fall and winter.
Yeah.
But this is not what I wanted with this book. I wanted a book that we could use for season around.
All
So
right.
last summer I was just barbecuing ribs and chicken wings with it.
So good.
And right now I'm into like beef stroganoff and you know, soups and even fish soup. You can do whatever you want with this.
You can do anything in here, and the great thing about it is that you don't necessarily need a high end or a high cut of meat.
No.
So you can use, you know, the cheaper meat, and
even
it'll fall off the bone. It's preferable,
It's
right?
preferable.
Because you're keeping it in here for a long time.
You take filet mignon with this, it's not going to be as tasty.
Yeah.
It's too lean. It's not as good.
Yeah.
So there's many good advantages to this. Yes, it's going to smell good. You come back from work.
That smells
You're
amazing.
tired. You maybe stressed. The kids were like crazy.
Yeah.
And all of a
Tell me
sudden,
about
you
it.
just, you know, get in the house. It smells good. It sends a signal to the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen, and it's a family dinner.
Yeah.
And it's great. And it can even make your children or husband feel good, because
Absolutely.
you can just actually, some of my recipes are not there for 8 hours, for an hour 15.
Oh, even
so I
shorter.
prepare things. I have a great salmon with fennel in this.
Forget the salmon. I want to do the dessert.
Okay.
Who cares?
Who cares? Who
I thought we
cares?
were going to make cake.
You know what?
Let's make cake.
Sticky toffee pudding,
Yes.
chocolate pudding,
Talk to me.
lemon pudding,
Yeah.
creme brulee,
What?
cheesecake.
Yes.
You want to do that?
Yes.
Let's make cheesecake.
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 Let's do cheesecake.
And-
Cheesecake in a slow cooker is something I've actually never heard of before.
It's because I use the slow cooker not only to do like brown stuff, but to do things because of this machine is a great steamer.
Okay.
So I use it as a tool.
Yeah.
And this will make the best cheesecake ever.
How do we start?
Another great thing
I'm
is...
already eating it in my mind.
Okay. Oh, you want to taste it right away?
No, let's
No.
make it first and then I eat.
Oh, you like to suffer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We have to build up.
So
Build
it's a
up.
classic cheesecake.
Okay.
So, okay, you throw everything in, okay?
All right.
You have to do something also.
Fine.
Right. So it's cream cheese,
Yep.
sugar, with heavy cream.
A big block of cream cheese,
Yes.
eh? You want the whole thing in there.
a bit, don't put everything.
Okay.
Just a bit of vanilla, about a
Oh,
teaspoon.
that's what this is.
And you crack an egg into this.
good.
And that's basically it. And that doesn't seem much.
Nope.
It's because normally when we actually do bake a cheesecake, it's for like 8 or 12 portions.
Right.
What if you're single?
Yeah.
Well, this will give you 4 half-a-cup ramekins.
Oh, that's better too, because a lot of people like to have their own little portion.
Exactly.
And I think it's great that you mentioned that. Not everyone at home is cooking for a whole family.
I have a lot of letters of student or people that lives alone, or they're just a couple. And
Absolutely.
they
More
love
people
cheesecake.
than ever actually living on their own these days, so it makes a lot of sense to do these single portions.
To do it exactly like that. So the only thing you have to do actually
Don't make
is
me do
really...
this part, huh?
No, I knew that.
Will not, it won't go well.
I'm not even sure if I'll be able to do it. Maybe I didn't
See?
plug it
How
right.
many chefs does it take? Just pretend.
Pretend.
Oh, it blended so
Oh,
well.
it's so creamy.
Oh my gosh.
You pour
Look
it
at that.
in these ramekins, and I'll
Just
bring
like
this to
that.
you here. Okay, I wanted to show you. This is a round slow cooker.
Yes.
I have tested all of my recipe with an oval one
Okay.
for different reasons, and this is one thing I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit 4 ramekins into this.
Oh, I
and
see.
many recipes, because I bake a lasagna.
Oh, that would be good.
But from standard pasta, not pre-cooked, just
Yeah.
standard. So if you want a nicer look and everything, and my brownies, it's better to have an oval
Brownies,
one.
ah.
And so you can measure your slow cooker with liquid. So you need
Okay.
about 5.6 liters.
All right.
Okay, so you pour
So you're
it.
saying for this particular recipe, don't necessarily use the round, use the oval?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Well, otherwise 4 doesn't fit.
It's not gonna fit.
You put your ramekins,
Yeah.
and then you use it as when you do a water bath.
Okay.
So I put a cloth in the bottom
Uh-huh.
just to insulate, because to have the perfect, creamiest cake, you want even temperature.
Right.
So the cloth is going to be like this insulation between the jar and the bottom of the crock pot. And you will pour water to half of the jar.
Okay.
And then
Just
you
give it a
cook
little
it for
bath.
about 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's it. So it means that
So is this all lidded or is that's open?
you leave it open.
So that's all open.
That's all
and
open.
You filled it up halfway up with the water.
Totally.
And you cook it for how long?
An hour 15, an hour
Put it
30
on for an
minutes. You
hour
have to
15.
realize that it's not every single crock pot that is cooking at the same
Yeah, you
temperature.
have to know your crock pot,
You
like
could
anything
actually
else.
make a test. Take your crock pot, fill it with about 3/4 of water.
Yeah.
Start it for 4 hours with the lid on.
Yeah.
Then take a thermometer, check
Yeah.
the temperature. It should be between 90 and 95 Celsius.
Okay.
If it's above that, you know that it's cooking faster.
Right.
There's more power.
Yeah.
Then reduce the cooking time.
Okay.
Opposite is true also.
You must have
So-
done a lot of trial and error with all those
a
recipes.
year and a
huh?
half of cooking and reading, and I have tried recipes from all the books I could find.
Yeah.
To say honestly, it's the best Canadian book on the market.
It is, really? And it's written by him. What a shocker.
Yeah, hey,
Look at that.
what can I tell you?
Okay,
And
so we have to show them the final,
Yes.
the final thing. Which
on
is,
top, there's
which
a
is this right
crumble,
here.
which is a classic crumble.
How
and
did you make that?
butter with cracker graham cookie,
Love that stuff.
a bit of brown sugar,
Yeah.
a bit of flour.
Uh-huh.
You just toss it with your fingers like this, and then you bake it.
Yeah.
And when it's just, as a cookie, it's
Yeah.
ready, and it's ready to serve. And that's all for
Look at
you.
this.